Hi Ladybugs, part 1 of the Bluebells and Butterflies mini album. This is the cover page now. In other words, it's the page. Oh, I've got a nice big tear there. It's this is your mini album, so it's going to go on the inside page. So let's prep for that. I've already cut everything out, so you're going to need 3 pieces of cardstock. Let's just put that aside for the moment. So what you're going to do, you're going to cut these 2 pieces now. So the first one is 8 3/4 by 8 1/4, and then the bottom page is also 8 3/4, which gives you half an inch for the fold, and 8 1/4. So cut those 2 out. And then once you've cut them out, your pages are still going to be separate. Score half an inch on here for this flap, and half an inch as well for the top part. So score half an inch on both pieces of paper for your flap, because this flap joins to there. Then take your one of the pieces, it really doesn't matter which, and then what you're going to do, you're going to measure 3/4 of an inch in, okay, and then you're just going to cut out your square. All right. So if you're confused, this is not the right size, okay, this is just to show you. So I've cut out my 8 3/4 by 8 1/4, and I've scored to make my flap. Okay, so you have that. And you're going to take your ruler, and you're going to measure, come here, I've already marked it, 3/4 of an inch in, okay, and I've put a dot there. Same thing here, 3/4 of an inch in that way. There's my dot. And don't forget, you've got to measure this way as well to make sure it's 3/4 of an inch in there. Same thing on this side, you measure that way. You might have to rub out one of the dots, as you can see, and then you measure that way, and now you've got your 3/4 of an inch, and you do that in the 4 corners. Then you can either go ahead and cut straight away, or if you're nervous of doing that, you can join it if you want to, if it makes it easier for you, you know. And there. And there. So we're cutting out our frame. I've already done it, you see, that's why I'm using this piece of paper. And there. And then you're going to take your jiffy knife, and you're going to cut out, just cut out that frame. So we have, this paper doesn't cut well, you know, I'm just using copy paper as an example to show you. So you're going to cut this out until you are left with your nice frame there. Then you're going to take paper from your, whichever paper you're using, guys, and just measure in and cut out your frame. So stick these 2 down the sides first, and then stick the ones on top first. Okay, then you're going to take your top piece and you're going to join it to the top part of the bottom paper. Okay, so you should have a fold here from the bottom piece, and then the fold here for the top piece. And then you're going to cut out your acetate. I just eyeballed it, guys, I didn't make a big measurement, you know. And then I already have to take the one side of the peel off, but in order to stick it down, I am going to use my tape, which should go, and I'm going to put it close to the edge of the frame there. Okay, there on the bottom, close to the edge. Can't use glue for this unless you know of a glue that holds it down nicely. And then let's just do over here. And last one here. Made a bit of a bubble there. And then of course I am going to have to take off the film on one side, and actually on both sides, because we're going to come to that other part in a moment. There we go. So let's just peel that off, and then we can take off our tape. You just got to remember which side you've taken the film off, because sometimes I've gotten it wrong. But that's me. And then just take it over, and I'm probably going to get my noggin in the way there. I'm going to try not to. There we go. And we can stick that down. Yes. And there we have our superb, what is that there? Frame, which just looks fabulous. Now you're going to take a piece. So choose your piece of design paper. I could have put cardstock, but you know, I want to save as well. So anyway, so now you're going to cut a piece of this paper, and the measurements for this one, I wrote them down on here, are 9 1/4 by 8 1/8. Okay? No, that can't be right. What am I saying? Because I need my folds for there. Hang on a sec. Let me just measure this. So we are definitely 8 5/8 actually, by, how did I get that completely wrong? By 9 1/4. Okay. So 8 5/8 by 9 1/4. So this is your 9 1/4. Then you're going to take your scoring board, and you are going to just score all the way on 3 sides, actually, not all the way around. So you will just score like so, and then down the sides 1/2 inch on either side. And once you've folded them nicely, they should be ready to stick on here, which I'm going to do right now. No, I'm not going to do it right now, because we need to put a magnet on here. So I am now, where is my awl? It's right here. I'm going to take my tape, or not my tape, my film. Yep, off there. It has to come off. Just put that in the dustbin. What am I doing? No, I do need it. What? Gosh, I'm going mad, guys. So now you are going to need your magnet. So take one. And it actually doesn't matter if it goes on top. Or I could even put it, no, we're going to have to put it here. I'm just taking the paper off more. I'm just wondering whether I should put 2. I think 1 is enough. I'm going to put 2, and I'll tell you why. Because we're going to be putting stuff inside there. So let's take another one. Uh-oh. There we go. More or less. You know, it doesn't have to be completely even. And now we are going to stick the tape, and I'm going to put it on here, and I'll show you. You'll see why in a moment, just to try and make it easier. Or you can glue it. Okay, I'm going to use tape on this one because of the acetate. And don't forget just to angle in your pockets there. I'm sure you all know how to do that by now. Like I said, this is really not a beginner's mini album. Did I put it on the wrong side? I didn't even check, you know. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And I'm just going to, where's my scissors? It's right here. Because I'm being finicky now. What you're going to do is you're going to line it up. You are going to, again with the awl, let's just take this off a little bit. There. Oh, I didn't put it on this side. That would help, wouldn't it? It would certainly help. Let's try and do it this side, because we would also like to stick this part down too, wouldn't we? So let's take that tape off halfway. Then what you can do, I'm trying to make it easier. If you're a bit worried about putting the whole thing down at once. I'm on camera, yes. So you're going to line up everything. Yes, so this must come to the end here. Unstick your fingers. I can't put my head there. I don't want to get on the camera there. And you can stick it down. See that? Now, there we go. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Then you can take off these. And nicely stick it down. There we go. So now we have our gorgeous pocket. And then I did cut a cardstock already to go in there just to show you. So that is the page that will eventually go onto here, and it will open like that. So now that we don't forget our magnets, because I've also done that before, I'm just gonna leave them there. Yes. And we'll later on, once we start putting the paper down, well, I could actually just stick it straight away. Doesn't matter. So I'm going to do that. Might as well. So that's quite a simple beginning. There we go. Okay. To go there. And where's that piece of paper I cut? Honestly, you know, I toss things aside and then I can't find them. This I've cut 8 by 8, just straight 8 by 8. And then once I put the paper on, I don't know, I'm going to be using this Dress My Crafts corner cutter on some of the pages. So, I mean, you don't have to have the exact same one. You can just use whatever you have. But I'm only going to do that once my paper is on. But before that, I am going to use the rounded corner punch, the 10mm one, the big one. The big one, just to round it. This is optional, you don't have to do this. And this one will look gorgeous once it's all done up. Okay, it was just the it was in the way. There we go. So imagine paper and photographs on that. It'll look fabulous. So there is your very simple first page, and like I said, we will do the design paper at a later stage. So that's it for part 1, and I will see you again for the blueberries. What? Bluebells? What's it called? Yeah, bluebells. I do love bluebells, hey. I used to have them in my garden. Oh, not butterflies, bluebells and buttercups. It's just so cute. I will see you for part 2. Ciao now. Bye-bye.